Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at the expansion for Lost Ruins of Arnak, the Leader's Expedition. This has been designed by Min and Elwin, and it's published by CEG Games. Now, this will add leaders to the game. The leaders will give sort of asymmetric powers to each of the players. We're going to go down the table here. I'm going to just show you what comes with this expansion, and we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, so this is what comes with the Lost Ruins of Arnak Expedition Leaders expansion. You're going to get a couple general things that are going to come with the game to add in. You're going to get some more guardians to put in the game. So these will flip out when you explore different areas. So reach on the board, either level 1 or level 2. You get a couple new level 1 places. And you get another little set of level 2 places. You also get some new items. So here's some new items that you're going to get in the game. You just shuffle these up with the rest of them. It's a nice little stack of new items too that you're going to get with this expansion. So more items is always good. Here's some more of the relics. You're going to get more relics in the game. Some of these relics can do some cool stuff. Alright, well, that's the new relics in the game. You will also get some new assistants. So here's some new assistants. Some cool abilities. 4 new assistants. Now, that's just general stuff you're going to add in the game. This is going to be new things that you're going to add to the game that'll change it. So the first big thing is all these leaderboards. Everyone's going to pick a leaderboard randomly or let people pick them. Then you're going to get the reference sheet for the leader that you picked. So you get the reference sheet for the leader, and each of these are asymmetric. So you're going to get the bonuses here listed on the left for the start of game, and some of them do slightly different things throughout the game that are listed, and they're explained on their sheet. They also will get a unique starting deck. So there'll be 4 cards here that all do neat little things, and you'll add 2 fear cards to them. So each of the players will now get their own little sort of asymmetric starting hands. And some of them, like here, depend on when they're played. So if no other cards got played, you're going to gain a gold. If this is played after the first card, you're going to gain the compass. If this is played after the 3rd or more cards, you're going to be able to reset an assistant. So that's basically how those work. And like I said, each player now has a slightly different deck of starting cards. So that's those, and these are all uniquely different. And the ones up there will let you have an extra worker, so you have 3 workers to place out throughout the game. And some of them have unique setups throughout the game too. So you're going to, this one here, you're going to get these little bird tokens that you can place on there to get different things throughout the game. So they all have unique little things that you can do in the game that make each of the players unique. And this board here is going to be the temple overlay, and there's 2 different sides to this temple overlay board. So this is going to be the monkey side, and this is the giant lizard side, and each of them are going to have slightly different things that occur, you place out for each of these things. So this one's unique because you'll have a guardian that will get flipped over when you move up on the temple track on here that you can defeat. You still have all your little places that you can put your little treasure tokens that go out. But the other unique thing about this one here is once you reach this part of the track, you can get the bottom of the treasures. This part of the track, you can get the second row, and this part you can get the top. And I believe that's the same here for the monkey track too. So this will literally just go over top of your regular board where the tumble track is, and you would use this tumble track if you want to. This one's nice too because you can get one of the relics on going across this temple track too. But in essence, these don't change a whole lot. They're about the same idea as the existing temple track. They just give you a little bit of variety in the game. The biggest part is all the really cool, different asymmetric heroes or adventurers that you can play in the game. Let's go ahead back up to the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the Runes of Arnak Leader's Expedition expansion. I really like this addition to Lost Runes of Arnak. Lost Runes of Arnak is a solid game, but it does seem a little lacking when you compare it to games like Dune Imperium and such. So the leaders bring it up a level. So I really don't think I will ever play this game without the leaders. The leaders don't add too much at all to the teach it, really, because you have those really nice player aids that you just hand out to the player and they can read through and see what their player does. Some of them have a little bit of setup to them, but it's not a whole lot. So once it's not a lot to bring in the leaders. Shuffling in the other cards will just go in, and the tiles that just go in, doesn't matter. The temple track also doesn't really change much. I mean, there's not much more explanation to do on a temple track. You're going to, if for a new player, you're going to be explaining the temple track. So it doesn't matter if it's the one printed on the board or the one that comes with this expansion. So really, integrating this with the base game is, I don't think I'll ever remove it from the base game. This just makes Lost Runes of Arnak better. I love the new starting hands, all being unique. I love the new abilities on each of the leaders. I really love the leader that gives you an extra worker, because I've done the whole game. You're like, I would like more workers, more than 2. Now you can. So it's really good in that aspect. I just like everything about the Lost Runes of Arnak expedition, or Leader's Expedition. And I think this, if you like Lost Runes of Arnak, I would consider this a must-have expansion or essential expansion to the base game. It's just that good. So that's my thoughts on the Lost Runes of Arnak Leader's Expedition expansion. Thank you for watching.